It might not surprise you to learn that research shows meetings have increased in length and frequency over the past 50 years, to the point where people spend an average of nearly 23 hours a week in them, up from less than 10 hours in the 1960s. Now, while meetings are longer, the better question to ask is, are these meetings effective? So your role as a leader is more important than ever to communicate effectively and efficiently. However, most leaders hold meetings that do nothing to address the various ways that people innately process information or learn ways to inspire action. And far too often, what happens is meeting leaders are not managing the communication process. And as a leader, your job is to engage your team and communicate in ways that where the message is received. So to keep them engaged, keep in mind that everyone has a unique way they learn and process information. And when you know how your team learns, you can deliver your communication in highly effective ways, helping you to reduce meeting times. For example, if your team is made up of people who are innately wired to learn by trial and error, they also like to put their thumbprint on ideas to make it their own. And if you're talking nonstop, giving a lot of information and telling them that what they should do, you're not giving them the opportunity to make it their own, which is what some of your team members may innately need. So what happens then is that your messages or ideas just fall flat, and you spend more time convincing rather than involving. So your role as a leader is to shape each meeting so that you deliver communication in the way your team members need to receive it. So in this example, where your team likes to put their thumbprint on ideas to make it their own, the leader should prepare an interactive meeting where the team members can actively participate and provide their input. Ask thought-provoking questions and have your team brainstorm new ideas or possibilities. And in this way, you constructed the meeting so that they can put their thumbprint on ideas, inspiring them to implement their ideas. Now, this is just one example of what you can do. Now, most meetings, however, have a mix of human wiring, right? The question then becomes, is it possible to communicate and construct meetings to address everyone's wiring? And the short answer is yes, it is. So let's say you have people who are wired with a high degree of certainty. By their nature, they need to understand the why. If a policy, procedure, or process needs to be changed, it's important to address why it needs to be changed. And if you don't fill in the blanks, they will ask many questions so they understand how they will approach the change or the implementation or what needs to be adjusted. Good leaders engage others in the process by understanding what each person innately needs so that the message can be delivered in the way others innately receive their information. And human wiring is simply at the heart of your communication and a solution to being a highly effective leader. To become masterful in leadership and communication, join us for Wired to Win Masterclass. And coming up in August, more information on the link below to register for class information and to maximize your own human wiring and leadership. I'm Lisa Manini. Hope to see you there. Until next week, create a great life. Bye now.